Welcome to today's video. I'm so grateful that you guys are here with me today. This is going to be an end of summer clean with me. Ruben and I were actually getting ready to go on a little mini kind of end of summer vacation, but we honestly had not been anywhere all summer long, and I have just really had let's just say not the best last few months. So both of us desperately needed this time away, and I decided I am going to get this house cleaned up so that when we return, nothing is going to need to be done. That's exactly how I love to come back from a vacation. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, this video might be all over the place. This was the day before we were getting ready to go out of town. As I mentioned, this was kind of just like a last minute thing we decided to do. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and set up my camera, but it's just going to have to capture me doing this literally as I would do it as if I were just not even filming at all. Normally when I'm filming for a video, I try to get everything done in each room before I move on to the next one. But my self-proclaimed ADHD doesn't really normally allow me to do so. I'm all over the place when I'm cleaning, and especially if I'm in a hurry. And I was most absolutely in a hurry at this time because I still needed to dig out like my beach bag, everything that had like my sunscreen, sun lotions, everything that I would need for the beach, my suitcase, bathing suits. Then you guys, I hadn't even thought about it. The only times I've really even been outside or needed to be in a bathing suit all summer long, I was in my own backyard, and I was wearing the only bathing suit that I own really. And since I've lost a lot of weight, it really doesn't fit very well. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what, we're not going to be going anywhere. I can already tell. So there's no point in me getting anything right now. I'll just wait till it's like fall and get online and see if I can find some that are marked down. And then that way I'll have them for next year. Hopefully I will have not gained all of this weight back next year. So I had not gone out and gotten another bathing suit. So not only did I have to get all of this stuff done, but I needed to find something. Luckily, Walmart delivery came in clutch, really saved my tail on this one. So I ended up just ordering like a plain black bathing suit, and that came in time, and I took that one and it worked. It again, like I said, thank you Walmart delivery. I'm so grateful for that. You guys have no idea. So this go around, I really only focused on the kitchen, the living room, and my bathroom. The other rooms weren't that bad, but I do have some plans on some of the other rooms for some upcoming videos. If you guys know, or if this is your first time here, just keep an eye out for these things. In my kitchen, the cart or the cabinet that the microwave sits on, I think I'm going to end up taking that outside and painting it. I think I'm going to paint it white. I don't know. I just think that's what I want to do. I really want to change some things up, and that I keep staring at. And you guys know that I hate on the top where I have cleaned it that had bleach in it and it's changed the color. I just want to do that. And then also the sofa table, right when you walk in my door, I want to paint that too, I think. I don't know. I also really need to finish the painting in this office on this back wall and decide what exactly I want to do in here as far as like new window treatments and how I want to decorate and stuff like that. I also think I want to rearrange the spare room. So Mia's room, where I have like Mila's stuff in there too, I think I want to rearrange that as well. I've actually gotten rid of a whole bunch of stuff, so I've got a lot of room that's kind of opened up. And the longer I've been here, like just in my own thoughts and feelings and not been doing a whole lot, I've been staring at a bunch of stuff at my house, and I just kind of am in the mood to get rid of it all, you know? And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So stick around because you guys know I'm going to bring you along for all of that too. Another thing that I really didn't focus on when I was doing this cleaning was my floors. Now I did vacuum, but I didn't mop. And I don't know why. I think I knew I had more things that needed to be done that were, I needed to pack. I needed to get a lot more things done. And I was like, I'm going to vacuum and then I will just mop when I get back. So I feel like this floor desperately needs like one of those really good cleanings, like where I take everything out and just scrub from one corner to the next. And that's what I'm going to do too. So that's also on my list of things. I think in the future, I'm just going to start breaking things down. Like, when I come across stuff like this that I need to do, like the windows, I need to do my windows as well. I'm just going to start writing lists down and pick like 3 or 4 things, depending on how long I think it's going to take me to do. And that's what I'm going to work on that day and on that video. So I hope that is as exciting sounding to you as it is to me. But that's just kind of how I'm going to start going from here on out, because I'm just wearing myself out trying to wait until my house needs a whole entire house cleaning to film something. You know what I mean? But I also wanted to mention I have been going back and reading a lot of the comments on my last few videos, and I wanted to come back again and say thank you so much for all of your support. I knew that there were so many more people out there that felt like me, that I was not alone, and it just makes me feel good to see all of us come together and just kind of share our experiences and what helps us and all that. But I did want to say that my new medicine that I have received is helping me so incredibly much. I honestly don't remember if I've even told you guys this. Anyway, if I haven't told you, or if I have and you missed it, I did end up going back to the doctor. He did end up putting me on some estrogen pills, some hormones, and also Zoloft. And those have been helping me tremendously. I feel a whole lot better. I do go back in a month and a half, I think, and just to kind of see how it's going, if I need to adjust it in any way, shape, or form. But it's going great. I'm feeling a lot better. I have been battling some things here or there. We did lose my grandmother in August, and that was pretty rough. So it's been a lot, but we persevere, you know. And I just want to say thanks again to people that did know about this and reached out. I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you. But we got this kitchen cleaned up finally, and I decided I'm going to get all of this trash taken out down here. And tell me why is it that when I'm coming back from getting all this trash taken out, that I find one of my brand new forks sitting outside on this building? Why is that? Who does that? It annoys me so much. Anyway, I don't even know if I've told you about these forks. These are my brand new forks. I'm going to link them for you because I got them from Walmart and I love them so stinking much. Do you want to know what else that I love so stinking much? Okay, it's finally time for me to reveal to you guys in person. I know I've talked about them. I know I've skedaddled around them in videos past, but this is a video that I'm going to show you these nightstands / end tables that I've got from the company Ohwill. I have worked with this company before. Before I start talking about these products, let me just tell you how simply amazing these people are that work for this company. This stuff was sent to me a while back. You guys know, clearly, if you've been here before, you know how long I've had this. And I have ran into so many things, okay? So many things. First, I wanted to wait because we got the wrong size bed. I had to wait for the new bed to come in, the new size, right? Then things started happening. I was really bad down with my depression and, you know, okay? Then my grandmother got sick. I got sick again. Then my grandmother passed, and it's been a whole lot of things, okay? So not only have they been incredibly kind and patient waiting on me to get this done for you, they are just wholeheartedly one of the best companies I've ever had the pleasure of working with. So now that I've got that out of the way, I'm going to tell you a little bit about these. So when the company reached back out to me about this collaboration, this go round, they were like, okay, hey, let's work with you again. I would like to offer you 3 pieces, okay? Perfect. I know pretty much their whole website backwards and forwards. And I knew that there were things in there that I wanted to get. So this is actually the first time that I've been able to grab 3 pieces. I was so excited because you guys know how long I've been talking about needing a new bedroom suit. Now 3 pieces is not going to cover that, and I knew that. So I had been looking at those little tables on the ends of my couch for so long. I knew that they were too small now and they needed to be replaced. And I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and get these nightstands, which I think are perfect as end tables for the living room. You guys will have to let me know what you think. But then I decided I was going to go ahead and jump on a new bed. And here's why. I figured if I got this bed, and you'll see it in just a minute, I will be able to build more furniture around it a lot easier, if that makes sense. And also because I have had my last night on this earth of the boards busting in the middle of the night on that bed. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So I decided this is how I was going to do it. So we've got the 2 nightstands as our end tables. The style of these perfectly matches everything else that I have going on in the house. This is kind of what has struck me to want to paint that table right there, that little sofa table. I want to paint it white, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to have to take that track off on the front that's got the doors, the sliding doors. And if I do that, I don't know if I'm going to mess it up. I'm not sure. I'll really have to just get into it to look at it. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about these tables. These tables are so well built. Again, as I mentioned, I've worked with this company before. Their furniture is hands down the best furniture I've ever had the pleasure of building. You guys know how much this actually helps my anxiety of building furniture. And I think that this is my favorite company to work for because they give you such clear instruction. They itemize and label every single little piece of thing that you need to build this thing. It's amazing. The company itself, the products that they make, the people that work for them, none of this stuff is written down. They have not asked me to say any of this to you. This is all my opinion. Okay, so I actually decided to go ahead and pull this up on the website. I will have the links to both these end tables and the bed in my description box along with their website, so you can go check out everything that they have. But this is the nightstand farmhouse bedside table / end table with charging station, large sofa side table with 2 drawers. So I guess I was right. I'm perfectly okay with calling them end tables for the living room. I love the drawers. You guys know that I need all the extra storage that I can get. I can put little knickknacks in there. If I have any like sort of decor that I want to keep out for those tables, I can keep them in those drawers. We can put the remotes in there. Anything and everything that I can think of, I'm going to be putting in those drawers. They look perfect in there. They match incredibly. The drawers are smooth. The colors are perfect for me. The price on these, you guys cannot beat it. Please, I encourage you, if you're looking to add some extra pieces of furniture to your house, check this website out. Hands down, my absolute favorite. Okay, you guys, now it's time for my favorite part. We are getting this bed put together. Reuben helped me take the old bed down. That's currently in the basement. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I almost kind of felt bad. I almost was sad to see it go, but I promise you, I'm way past it now. I'm very happy that it's gone because this bed, I've been sleeping on this bed for right at a month now. Love it. It is so comfortable. It is the perfect bed. It is exactly what I wanted because I'm so indecisive. I always want to get something that I can match other things easily to. Now, if I end up getting 2 nightstands and 2 more dressers, and then let's say in 10 years or 5 years, I don't like them anymore, I can always switch it out because the color of this bed is very neutral and I can match it with anything. As with the tables, all of the pieces to this bed were labeled perfectly. I didn't have to hunt and search for anything. This really does help make the process of building things so much easier for me. If everything is clearly labeled, even if you just have instructions with pictures, I'm perfectly fine for that. I always like to take all my pieces out, lay them all out so I can see everything and what I've got. I love to do it. I might have to end up putting myself on something like, what was that website? I think it is still a website. It's a girl's name. Alicia, Alice, Amy, Amber, Allison. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a website if you need like a handyman or like a plumber or an electrician or something like that. You know, I'll put myself on that website to come build furniture for people. So this is the lift-up storage bed frame, hydraulic storage with buttons, tufted headboard, no box springs required. And that is the truth. So that is one thing that I did like about this one. We did not have to use our box springs. And to be honest with you, that's what's been busted on our bed. So the actual bed frame that we had was broken. We had to replace the boards underneath umpteen times, and then also our bed frame broke. So this one only requires you to have a mattress, which it has taken us a little bit of time of getting used to because it is lower to the ground. Reuben does appreciate it because he can sit on the end of the bed and put his shoes on, and it's just let's just be honest, okay? It's helpful for older people that have to get in and out of bed. It is a lot easier on my knees, getting out. I have thought about, honestly though, is just like getting maybe like a 3-inch mattress topper. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But anyways, obviously the main thing that I love about this bed is the storage. You guys, I'm gonna have so much fun in the next few weeks going through all my closets and drawers and packing up either clothes, decor, blankets, beach stuff like beach towels that we have just taken up room in drawers and stuff like that. I just want to gather some totes and really go through some stuff, pack things up, and now I have a place to store it. It is amazing. But how gorgeous is this bed? You guys, I'm so excited for this. It has been so incredibly comfortable, and Ruben loves it, which is a plus. It takes a lot for me to find something that not only I like, but he likes too. So a win-win in my book. Again, as I mentioned, I will have the links to both the tables and the bed, as well as the Ohwill store and Amazon. I'll have all of those links in my description box. Go and check them out if you're looking for some new furniture. Also, it's back to school time. If you have any back to schoolers that are in dorms or apartments and you need to furnish them, they have so many amazing pieces at a fraction of the cost from other retail sellers. So I honestly think I'm going to go ahead and grab a rug for my bedroom. I just think it will bring everything together and just give it a little bit of softness in there. Probably will maybe just get an 8x10 and put it at the bottom of the bed. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look around and see what I can find and see if anything moves me. But speaking of rugs, that's another thing that's on my list. I do want to gather up all my rugs this week and give them all a wash, as well as a deep clean on my washer and dryer. I don't know how long it's been since I've done that, but it needs it. I promise you it needs it, because I was doing this load of mine and Ruben's stuff so that we had plenty of stuff to pack, and then also that way there wasn't anything dirty when we came back home. So I noticed at this point that it was dirty then, and then when we came back, I always take an extra bag and just load all of our dirty clothes in that and then bring them all back when we come home. And the first thing that I did when I walked in, when we got back, was just dumped everything into the washing machine. So there was sand and all kinds of stuff in there. So I really do need to do a deep clean on the washer and dryer. That will be coming up next. Just then, you saw me take up just like a load of stuff that I needed to drop off at one of those little red boxes. I don't know if you guys have those where you're from, but you can see them everywhere. They're like in a grocery store parking lot or at the mall, at the library, or just anywhere. You can dump like clothes, shoes, and stuff like that. I think they're the Salvation Army. I believe that's who runs those. I'm not sure. But I had a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to take. So I went ahead and grabbed that, put it in my car, and I did not drive around with it. I promise you, I went straight to one of those boxes and dumped it out, because we took my car on vacation. So I needed every piece of room that I could get for all of our stuff. I had it in mind that we would maybe hit up a couple of the malls. I think the weekend that we went was the tax-free weekend, but we ended up not even doing that. The weather was amazing. I could not have asked for better weather. It was, shorts weather, but it was kind of breezy. You could have gotten away with a sweatshirt and shorts, but you could also wear like a tank top and shorts. It was just one of those types of weekends. And also there was the East Coast Surfing Championships, I think is what it was called. And they were literally set up right outside our balcony. Now one would think, how annoying, but it wasn't. We were only there for 3 days. 3 days, I think. So we left Saturday, came back Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 4 days. And they had bands. There was like a huge stage over there. They would have bands during the evening. They had all of these street vendors all down the boardwalk. You could go get like fair food. They had, all kinds of stuff. Jerky, ice cream, snow cones, boba, anything and everything that you could possibly think of. Then they also had like a BMX type thing set up right out front. And they had BMX bikers doing all kinds of tricks, and it was an amazing time. We honestly only had 1 day of sun for us to be able to go out and lay out on the beach, which was perfect. Ruben's not really a sun type of guy. He doesn't just like laying still out in the heat, and I totally understand that. But let me tell you what happened. Y'all, if this couldn't have been my luck, I wouldn't have any luck if it weren't for bad luck, okay? Now, I've had this umbrella, that like a beach umbrella. This was gifted to me in October of 2006, okay? And it has been with me through thick and through thin, through houses, through marriages, through all kinds of stuff, okay? Trips, all kinds of stuff. And it's not like an amazing piece of I don't know what to call it. I don't know. The umbrella itself is made out of like almost paper mache, almost like the blue Walmart bags, like almost they're kind of like fabric, but they're really cheap. You know what I mean? Like somebody's bad breath could probably burn a hole in it. That type of material, almost paper but fabric. Anyway, okay, moving on. So we had that out, okay? We were at the beach. We got out early. We got a good spot. Weather was perfect. We had all of our snacks, our drinks. It was just, I was in for a great day. So we were probably laid out on the beach for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so, 2 hours maybe. We had already walked up and down to the boardwalk and got our exercise in, stuff like that. And we came back and we were laying out. And I was talking to Ruben and I said, I'm really proud of this umbrella. She's been through it. She's been with me through thick and thin. She's been through all of these trips and this, that, and the other. And she's really held up. I'm really proud of her, right? So we're just laying there talking. About 5 minutes later, no joke, the wind just kind of does this little burst of a pickup. Not even a big wind, not even a gust. I mean, it was hardly nothing, okay? And it just took that umbrella right up out of the sand. Well, I grab it by the pole, and Ruben just turns and looks at me. Now we're staring at each other. The wind's trying to pull this umbrella out of my hand. I don't want to let it go because I don't want it to impale a child down the beach. And all I could do was go, "Help me." So he jumps up and he helps me grab the umbrella. But damn it, don't you know that it popped the whole umbrella upside down and ripped that fabric off of the little prong thingies. Oh my gosh. I was like, 5 minutes ago, girl, I was just singing your praises. So she bit the dust. That was the last trip, and I'm so sad about it. But anyway, speaking of Ruben, as I was doing all the house stuff, he was outside mowing the grass. We don't know how much longer we're going to have before we don't have to cut the grass anymore. Can y'all believe it? Can you guys believe it is already September? And summer is almost over. I'm so sad. There were so many things that I had planned to do this summer that I just didn't do. I had good intentions. I really did. I had good intentions. I was like, I want to be a lake girl. We have friends that invite us to the lake all the time. I want to be at the lake every day. I want to get a good tan in the summer. I did nothing. I did none of that except for our beach trip because depression. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. And I don't even know. But I'm feeling a lot better. I do want to say I'm feeling a whole lot better. So, better things ahead. Anyways, let me talk about some cleaning stuff. So we are cleaning the bathroom now. Oh, did I tell you about those waxes? The Canyon, I don't remember what it's called. I just showed you a second ago. Anyway. Oh my gosh, you guys, that smells amazing. Like fall. That is like just straight fall. If you guys have a Walmart or a Walmart near you, or just order one. I don't know what to tell you. Those things are so good. They smell flippin' amazing. That's hands down probably my favorite scent right now. And it doesn't make me sad that it's fall when I smell that, because that's pretty much my go-to right now is that scent. Oh, absolutely love it. So another thing that I've been thinking about is fall decor. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I have to really think about what I want to put out, because now that Mila is mobile, she is going to be in everything and anything that she can get her hands on. So I want to make sure that I have stuff that if she does get a hold of it, it's not going to hurt her. I don't care if it breaks. I just don't want her to get hurt. So I think I'm going to go out this week and just like take a look around, see what people have, see what kind of style I want to go for. I don't know why, but looking around my house lately, I've just kind of want to switch some things up. Everybody changes their styles. You just kind of get, tired of looking at the same stuff. And since I've gotten rid of so much of my decor, I really don't have anything to go off of. So that's kind of in my plans for the future as well. Please give me your thoughts. I do have that huge wall in my kitchen behind my dining room table that I don't know what to do with yet. I need help for that for sure. I was thinking of maybe some really nice shelves and maybe put a couple of my plants up there that are in the floor of the kitchen right there in front of the window. They've been doing excellent right there, and I really don't want to move them and jeopardize them, buying the farm on me. So I haven't decided what I want to do. I don't know. I probably need to hire somebody. Actually, I think I'm just going to take some pictures and upload them to ChatGPT and see what they tell me. If I can get some good information out of that, I'll let you guys know. If you guys are interested, I might do a whole video on letting ChatGPT decorate my house. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts? Because I just don't know. I don't know what to do clearly from the look of it. But I've got a whole bunch of plans. You guys will be around for it. I'm really excited to get back on this train. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm over all the humps and bumps of the year, and 2026 is going to be a lot better to me. But also, if you're wondering, hey, why are you vacuuming again? It's because the first time I vacuumed, I used a brand new vacuum that was sent to me, and it was not great. It was not great, so I had to vacuum behind it. That's why. You'll probably never see that vacuum because I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. Anyway, we got all that stuff done. Ruben and I ended up getting all of the laundry folded together. I did that off camera because you have seen me fold laundry and things so many other times, but it wasn't that bad. We went ahead and got all of our stuff packed. The only thing that I couldn't pack the night before, as with every other woman probably, is just the stuff that I needed the next morning to get ready. This trip was very relaxing. We didn't rush anything. We had no plans. We just went with the intentions of let's just do what we want when we want. And we both desperately needed that. I can't thank him enough for doing that for me because I needed it so badly. But here's my little Temu bog bag that I keep all of my stuff for the beach, as far as like my lotions and sunscreens and things like that, just so it's easier to clean out. And it needed to be cleaned from the last time. So I went ahead and took this in the kitchen, sprayed everything down, got it cleaned out, then moved on to my suitcase, got all of that packed up, and then it was ready for bed. And I tell you, I had the best time. It was desperately needed again. Thank you so much for watching this today. Again, I'm so sad to see summer go, but we've got a lot of stuff planned. Make sure to come back and check all of that out. Thank you again so much for being here today. I love you and appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.